want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth.
Hey, it's Zero Dark 30, and I'm back. Welcome, folks. Zero Dark 30 on the Prepared Mind channel, where we talk about one topic briefly, intensely, every morning as we wait for the sun to rise and another day to befall us. Here we are, folks. I've seen it now. I recently went and looked at it. How is SHTF happening? Now, it's getting here because of the political decisions being made. It's getting here because of the educational decisions people have selected. What they want to believe, what they want to believe in, what they want to wish for. All of those very simple little ideas have consequences, big consequences. There's no escaping what is coming. What we don't know for certain, though, is kind of what Oliver and I talked about on Sunday Night Live last night, is how can you prepare? There is no one answer for everything. How do you fix a problem that's bigger than you? Well, I guess, you hope for the best. You plan for the worst. You do what you can that's within your power, and that's all you can do, and accept that. Right, so what do we have? We're being put in a very uncomfortable position. Very uncomfortable position. And we have to make choices. So the question is, what do we do? Right? What are you going to do about it? There are people right now making absolutely awful decisions, and they're involving you in it. Right? So plan for where you're at. This is something we've tried doing, and that is saying, hey, look, there is no one answer for everything. There is no solution that's going to fix everything. We know what we would like. We would like everyone to behave well. We would like everyone to respect others. Yes. We would like criminals to go to jail. Right? We want all those things. But we're not getting them, are we? We're getting something else entirely, something completely different. So if that's what we're getting, if we're getting something completely different than what we want, doesn't that suggest that we need to prepare for not what we want, but for what is happening, what is coming? And I think that is probably something most people won't want to face, because it's ugly. It really is ugly. Very, very ugly indeed. If there's people out there that are going to cause chaos, are you prepared? Food, water, shelter, clothing, medicine, means self-defense. And those are no guarantee. That's just what you can do in preparation to help you try and get ready, to help you try and be prepared. Right? Just owning a gun doesn't do it. No, you have to be practiced with it. Right? Haven't we said that, and isn't that understandable? How can you be good with something unless you practice? Well, that's really what this thought exercise is we do every day on the Prepared Mind channel, is talk about what's happening so we can be prepared and be prepared to act a little better, because we don't know what is coming exactly, right? For example, is your neighborhood going to be overrun by Antifa, who just want to burn everything? Is it going to be overrun by BLM, who wants to come and knock on doors and threaten everybody, but really just be a bunch of marching idiots? Is it going to be pro-Palestinian supporters in your neighborhood, going door to door and demanding that you convert to Islam and believe as they do, or else? Which one are you ready for? Which one are you planned for? Is it going to be the police going door to door demanding you hand over all of your food? Is it going to be the neighborhood from 2 blocks away that comes down your street and starts banging on everyone's doors, demanding they hand their weapons in because they don't like weapons, or demanding anything? See, that's the trick, is what can you plan for exactly? It's really more of a mental exercise. Is, are you willing to do whatever it takes to deal with whatever problem presents itself? You know, can you plan for one thing and then apply it as best as possible to others? And that's really what it is it's an imperfect science or application of knowledge, right? And that's why we say, hey, look, whether it is a social upheaval or a natural disaster, whether it's political in nature or it's caused by protesters, any way we look at it, what we see is something we can plan for with the same exact items. So having items like food, water, those are items or resources. Self-defense tools and medicine, resources. You know, shelter and clothing, resources. And self-defense tools, again, resources. But this one here, your mind, is by far the most powerful, the most useful, and probably the most difficult to obtain. Because anyone can get a job and go buy some food and be a prepper that way. But are you mentally prepared for longer term issues? I mean, that's a problem. How do you take back control of your area? That's something Uman and I spent some time discussing. Just little ideas about, well, what if we did this? How about that? That's something that's going to have to be done as it happens, and how to deal with it in your area. This is where you can't plan. You can plan on food. You can plan your menu. You can plan on how you're going to get water and store it. You can plan self-defense, and that's why you should have all that set up. Knowing your area, where the bad guys are most likely to come from. You know, what do they want? What will they want based on the area, the wealth of the area, the attitude of people in the area. So you can kind of plan for all those things, but it's up here, right? That we're going to have to experience it. I don't believe there is a quick solution or a fix. People will try it because that's what people do. They want things fixed. So how do they go about doing it when nobody agrees and nobody likes what's happening? The power's out, there's no fuel or food or whatever the issue is. And that's just it. The issue is going to be people want and they can't have. That's the issue. I mean, that's what's causing our political problems now. That's exactly what's causing our political problems now. Is some people want what others have, so they're going to take it with taxes or war or by taking people's children. That's what they do. They want others' things, so they take them, and it causes problems. So how do you resolve that? How do you restore sanity to an insane world? And that's just it. We've been taken down a path. And how many times have you heard someone say, if that happened to my kids, there'd be hell to pay and there'd be people dead and yada, 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 right? Remember that? We all think that. We're like, I would never allow that to happen. Yet it happens all the time. All the time. Things do happen. Things do get that bad. They have been that bad. We've been dealing with it, putting up with this bullshit, as it were. And it's going to continue to happen until it doesn't anymore. But how do we get from here to there, fix things, restore it, and make it stick? There's no easy answer there. That's what SHTF is about. That's what hotspots, Mad Max type Armageddon shit is about, is surviving through it dealing with the people that are around you and being prepared to deal with people who could come to you. But it's going to be just a giant shit show. It just is. Are you prepared? I'm back, Zero Dark 30, and I will see you later. Godspeed, Semper Fi.